5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Hi guys, this is KlazartSC with another audio commentary, and this time I am bringing the deciding game being played on Bluestorm between Savior and Free. This is the World Cyber Games qualifiers, Korean qualifiers, round of 24. It's one apiece. Both players have drawn blood. Both players have shown some good skill and made a couple of mistakes. Savior probably won the first game and sort of lost the second game. I think Free's play has been solid and consistent throughout, though not exceptional. But he did show some great control and some decent micro in game 2. So I'm excited to see this third game. I'm really rooting for Savior, but I wouldn't begrudge Free a victory here either. Although I think Free probably, in his heart, if he really looks deep down, he would realize that it's better to let Savior have this win so that his confidence can be restored and so that he can bring his own personal flavor of excitement and carnage to the StarCraft Pro scene. Free starting off at the bottom left-hand corner of the map, playing Protoss, obviously, and again, scouting early, as has been his pattern, putting the pylon down. Savior starting at the top right-hand corner of the map, obviously playing Zerg at the 1 o'clock position, Free again at the 7 o'clock position. Just want to give a big shout-out to Bazy, who uses the YouTube account John747. Please check him out and subscribe to him if you haven't already. He is an absolute legend. Without his help, these commentaries would not be possible. They would be impossible. Free actually sent that probe. Not only did he send it out early, but he's actually circumnavigating. And I'm not sure if this is just a scout or if he's going to try and do something sneaky here. If he's going to try and catch Savior off guard. He did put that pylon down in his main, so it didn't look like he was going to try and do some sort of a proxy build. But maybe he was just trying to catch Savior's drone, try and delay Savior from getting his own expansion out. Savior therefore forced by that early probe to actually take the expansion at the 3 o'clock position as opposed to his natural expo. And it looks like that's what Savior has gone for straight away. And that's just going to slow Savior down a little bit in his what looks like a 12 hatchery build. So Savior trying to get that 12 hatchery build going. He still managed to get that drone there in time. It doesn't look like he was delayed too much. His second overlord obviously out. Savior not using the drone to scout. Not too happy about this, it would look like. He seems slightly disconsolate, and that's surprising to say the least. But Free obviously will feel he's got an advantage. It looks like he's going to go straight for the Nexus actually in this occasion, in this case. And Free's actually done that because, and Savior's got the pool, putting the pool down now. So Free, again, with the early scout in Bluestorm, this time he didn't even have to put a Forge down. And that's really going to work to his favor, work to his advantage, because in game 1 and game 2 we noted that even though Savior went for a 12 hatch build, on both occasions Free was forced to put his Forge down before his Nexus. This time, because of the nature of Bluestorm, because he used the map to maximum advantage, and he's actually not had to build a Forge at all. He's now putting a gateway down at his natural expo. Free's Savior's overall should be floating out there. But again, just to remind you guys, check out John47/Bazy. Without him, big, massive thanks to him. Without him, these commentaries really would not be as possible. Well, maybe they would be possible, but they would be an incredible pain, and certainly a lot of the commentaries wouldn't be possible. Savior now trying to put the third hatchery down, being delayed, and Free's done an excellent job of doing a probe harass in game 2 as well as in game 3. He was unfortunate in game 1 because of the cross-map positions on the large side of the map, and this time Savior managed to get the hatchery down despite the probe hovering around, and finally managed to get the hatchery down. He is producing, I think, 6 Zerglings this time around. That's one mistake that I feel Savior has made throughout the series. He hasn't produced any early Zerglings to usher his opponent away. Free now, and actually I'm only guessing that there's 6 Zerglings popping out there, but it's just from the timing of the 3 larvae together. I have a feeling that there are going to be Zerglings in there. Free, meanwhile, has got his Forge up, and his Nexus is coming out. Savior has produced 6 Zerglings, so he's going to usher that probe away. Meanwhile, Free has gotten the Photon Cannon up. There is a little bit of a gap there if Savior can sneak through, and Free is just going to use that probe to delay Savior a little bit. Great job by Free just to delay those Zerglings to buy himself that little bit more time to get that Zealot out to try and block that gap, because there's a little bit of a gap before that Photon Cannon gets out for Savior to run through and try and do some damage and some harassment to Free's economy. And Free needs to put another probe in there at the gap to block those Zerglings from coming around. Looks like Savior's going to try and circumnavigate the long way around. Meanwhile, Free continues to have free reign of scouting and it can be difficult in Bluestorm, although Savior, if he decided to use those 6 Zerglings to usher the probe out as opposed to try and get through the gap, he might have had more success. So Savior not able to really do any harassment, any damage, and Free in prime position right now, looking really comfortable, looking really good. It'll be interesting to see what sort of strategy, what sort of build Savior goes for, realizing that he is a little bit behind in terms of his economy. Free looks to be in prime position, really. I mean, we saw him dominate almost game 2, considering the fact that Savior had a slightly better starting position that he had now, and Free's harass in this game has really been affected. That early probe harass, it just shows you what a difference such a small thing can make. Saviour's now got his 3 hatcheries built up and running finally. but Free also in a comfortable position, and it'll be interesting whether Savior decides to opt for the Mutilus straight up again. He's already got his he's already teching to lair. Again, Bluestorm is one of the maps that Mutilus Harass can be effective on, and Free has sending out 3 Zealots already. I didn't see a second gateway for Free, so I'm not sure how he's got those 3 Zealots. He must have been hiding those Zealots. I didn't see any Zealots up until now for him, but Savior luckily is just going to spot those Zealots before they close in on him. Otherwise, he would have been really caught off guard. So he's going to get up that ramp and use that ramp to his advantage, probably block the smaller path as well, and Free with a couple of Zealots coming in. Savior's got a couple of Zerglings waiting there for him, but he doesn't have a lot, and he might take a little bit of damage to his economy. Free's got 5 Zerglings on the one Zealot, and only 4 Zerglings in his main, so Free's successfully managed to divert Savior's Zerglings. Savior, though, not having lost any drones as of yet, but he's being forced to micro them away, and this is going to harm him again, being forced to pull him off the line. But Savior, with some decent micro, managed to keep the drones alive. He doesn't have speed upgrade on those Zerglings. He's now managed to get the Spire down, but he's lost 1 drone in the process, and Savior's micro letting him down a little bit here. Looks like Savior might actually be ready to lose another drone. Savior's lost 2 drones already to Free's Harass, but I think Savior will take the exchange. If he can kill the 3 Zealots and only lose the 3 drones, I think Savior will take that exchange, but more crucially, Savior's forced to ferry those drones back and forth, and looks like he's taken more damage yet again in his main. And Savior finally managed to kill one of the Zealots. I think there's still 1 or 2 Zealots hovering around. Free continued to send, I think, a couple more Zealots in. Looks like Savior losing a couple more units. He's tried to get a surround on that Zealot. He's managed to kill another of the Zealots, and there's another Zealot now harassing Savior at the 3 o'clock expansion as well, and that Zealot excellently positioned behind the middle line. Savior finally managed to get the kill on it. Looks like Savior's putting a 4th Hashi down. Meanwhile, Free's got 2 photon cannons built. I don't think he really needed that, but it did serve as a deterrent to Savior's. Meanwhile, Free's got his Starport up as well. I thought it was a Spire going down for Savior. He must have... it's actually a Hardless Den, and maybe he cancelled that Spire. It looks like Savior might be going for a break here. He might be going for 4 Hatchley Hydrolisks, and he might actually try and break Free before Free can get that crucial tech up and running, before Free can get his Reavers out or get his High Templars going. I'm not sure where Free's tech is because we haven't looked at his base in a while. Savior meanwhile sent a drone down to the bottom left-hand corner of the map, bottom right-hand corner of the map. It looks like he's going to try and take the 5 o'clock expansion. I have to say it's not looking that great for Savior right now. I am very worried for him. Corsair coming in for Free to get that scout off. He's going to see that Hardless Den. He's going to see that Savior doesn't have a Spire critically, and basically Savior has surrendered air superiority to Free, which is going to probably prompt Free to produce a few more Corsairs if he's smart. Savior is probably building something as a hatcheries. It'll be interesting if Savior can pop out a couple of Hardless, and Savior does pop out a couple of Hardless there, so he's going to usher that Corsair away. But yeah, Free indeed has put the 2nd Corsair out, and I'm sure he's building a 3rd one now, and it's going to be incredibly difficult for Savior to do anything in this game now. Looks like he's really committed to this attack, which Free has scouted. Saviour's also got that drone sitting down at the 5 o'clock position, which also has been scouted by Free. Free already has that robotic support bay up, so really this game looking hopeless for Savior, guys. This game looking really, really bad. I know I'm calling it very early, but I think Savior's a huge disadvantage. His opponent's got air superiority. He's got the Reavers out as well. Savior's got a handful of Hydrolis. His economy has been damaged and delayed and slowed down. His tech has been delayed and slowed down. He's nowhere near getting a Spire, and he's completely surrendered air superiority on a map like Bluestorm of all maps, and I think he was almost forced into that by the damage that Free did to his economy and the way that Free slowed him down. And Free's just got free reign on this map right now, and those Korean fangirls looking very despondent. I think they know what's coming here. I think they know that it might be quite possible here that Savior's going to get knocked out. Free's got the she's got the shuttle out. He's putting down 3 gateways. He's also got a Citadel of Adon out. The Reaver should be popping out any second now, and Free's going to